àwọn tó jọ wà ń bẹ̀ wọ́n ti arrest wọn.
àwọn méjì.
nígbà tá a wá dé station àbẹ́yàn méjì ìkíní ló ń lọ sókè ìkejì ló ń lọ ọ̀tọ̀ which is èèyàn mẹ́ta ló ṣe night.
àbí nǹkan ẹ̀yà
àbí so ẹ nílé dáhùn ẹ nílé dáhùn question yẹn àwọn náà dẹ̀ ní fẹ́ dá wa lóhùn báyìí ẹ wá fún condolence yìí àti gbọ́.
The HR manager will need him.
Let him àti gbọ́.
Another question, kẹ́tọ́ proceed. Another question. Ṣé you don't have line yẹn kò sí anybody tó be supervisor.
It is the engineer.
It is dereliction of duty, and that supervisor he was supposed to be the last person to leave that line.
Àtìgbà táráyé ti wáyé lọ́mọ UI tó ṣorí burúkú. Àwa ló ní UI kò lè bàjẹ́. Àwa ló ní UI kò lè bàjẹ́ o. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí UI làwa wà àmọ́ra wa. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí UI.
They came what happened and they are worried about what is the company doing. We will address most of their questions, and like we mentioned to them, we were on our way to see the parents of the deceased before they came, and we just wanted to sort this out so that we step out and start going. So thank you very much, and I'm sure now you see people from the government. It also lends credence to what we were saying earlier. We're not trying to cut corners anywhere. Priority for us is to ensure that the family of the deceased is supported as much as possible from the side of the company. You understand? So we thank you for your understanding. We thank you for your concern. And we hope that this message and everything we discussed will be passed across to the generality of the students, to make it clear that the same concerns they had those are the concerns we're trying to address too. Thank you very much once again.
Good afternoon once more. Good afternoon everyone. It's indeed a sorry matter in the sense that no one is happy to hear such. If it happened to me, I'm sure I wouldn't be smiling. If it happened to any of our family, I'm sure no one will be happy about it. But God, everything is ordained. God is the maker of human and is the taker of human. So I just pray that may Almighty God be pleased with his soul. Because it is key to know that what happened today doesn't or wouldn't repeat itself anymore. If not for the fact that we met the student union ably represented here, I would have started by asking the measures put in place by the government, by the company. Why such will happen in a setting like this? And when it happened, what are the first things you did? Who were those that you communicated to? Because when I received the message this morning, I felt so bad. I didn't even know the first person to get across to. The first thing I did was send the message to the DVC, who told me it's going to reach the DVC with immediate effect. Before I now got contacted by the student union. But I want to believe that all these things, all these questions will have been well answered. However, I would like to know when you want to go and see the parents of the deceased.
Okay, I think I mentioned it earlier. We were scheduled to visit.
Because you've not gone, that's why I'm asking when you want to.
The only reason why
the fact that they came to
now,
protest and you've attended to it doesn't stop you from going.
Exactly.
So that's why I want to know when you want to go.
Right now.
Okay, after this meeting.
Yes, after this meeting.
Anyway, we can't come in on their behalf. We can only come in on behalf of the government and from the perspective of the student, because we work closely with them. Again, I want to know, do you have plans in place so that such thing will not happen again?
Yes. Yes, and we, like you mentioned, this was discussed earlier because they asked the same questions. Okay. And we mentioned to them that, we're a global company, right? When you say safety standards, it's one of the key things most global companies take into consideration. If you notice, we're not doing anything now. We're not producing. That's because, look, this has happened. We cannot afford the reoccurrence. Everything must be looked into. All mitigating circumstances must, be put in place to ensure that this does not happen. On top of that, the Ministry of Labour and the Department of Occupational Health and Safety, they were here yesterday. They have to go through everything that is running here. They have to do the assessment for safety and make their recommendation. They will investigate what happened. You understand? Then on top of that too, the police too were here immediately it happened. They are going to do their investigations. They are going to ensure, make sure that everything, there's no foul play one, and it does not happen two. It does not really occur two. So all that is in place. So there are 3 levels. At the company level, because anything that's happening in any part of the company worldwide is reported on the global portal. And that is evaluated, learnings are taken from it, measures must be implemented to ensure that it doesn't happen. That's at the company level. At the ministry level, Ministry of Labour, they will come, they assess all the situation, make recommendations and follow up to ensure that all their recommendations are implemented. At the police level, they are doing the same thing to investigate and ensure that this does not happen again. So, you can be rest assured, because of course we all work here too. It could, if it wasn't that person, what if it's me the next day? What if it's him? What if it's any other person? Of course, it has never happened. We don't pray that it will happen again. So you have our assurance that we are doing everything possible to ensure that this does not happen again.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Because it's okay, I've been sitting all day.
Once again, we're here not like my colleague has said, that in government we know what has happened, like you have explained, and to see that such occurrences do not happen again. As the ambassador student gotten a lot of calls, the national president of the National Student Agency, as they wanted to take the next flight to Ibadan. I discussed with the leadership of NAMS and NAMS to take it down for now, to see that we can discuss with the management of the company to know what has happened and to see the way forward. One of it's sad at the same time, because this news is everywhere, on Twitter, on Facebook, everywhere. So I think one thing that we'll also be demanding is a press release from the organization explaining what has happened and whatever will be the way forward. Also, because another thing I've discovered is that as a company, that this has happened and students are coming today, you may want to shut your door against having students intern with you. No. So we just want to say that we should not stop students from interning or working here, because one of the things we are even trying to do more in the States is to see that many of the organizations within Oyo State, students can also have a work-study program. So I would just want the representative of the national body of the students to speak, and just for a few minutes. We know you need to go there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I say. And that's what
they'll go with you.
Yeah, even that's what I've been emphasizing.
And I understand that it can be crazy. I can assure you that from the end of the government, I will see
opportunities that what the company tends to do ordinarily to surpass the statutory requirements by law in the state or as a corporate organization. I just want to assure you that.
Okay, that's all right.
Thank you very much, sir. The essay on youth and students have spoken very well. And I happen to be the number 4 students in Nigeria at the age of now. Even the NAS president is calling to know the situation of things. But you know, when things happen in student handles, there are ways we go about it. The attention of students have been to the fact that something happened in this company, and there is no like a kind of a quick action. And that's when you see us. That's when you pay visits to this company.
Let me respond to that. Like I told you, very happy today. So that one is. Yesterday, you could not have come there, but the family were even here.
Okay, so
yeah,
I want you to understand something. Until this issue is being solved, or resolved, or settled, students might still be coming, and that's the bitter truth.
That's not a problem.
So because when we got outside, we saw police. You know,
yes,
most of them are people that I know that we have contact.
See, we're still saying the same thing, where our aim and objective is still the same thing, and our concern, like I keep saying, I'm sorry, it sounds like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. The family of the deceased, they are our priority. It's important to get to them as soon as possible. Of course, we need to respect your presence. You understand? We need to respect your presence. You can't say we're leaving and we're leaving here. But, I can assure you that we'll meet them and, you just follow up with them. You understand that, I don't think that's any problem.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your
àwọn tó jọ wà ń bẹ̀ wọ́n ti arrest
àwọn méjì.
nígbà tá a wá dé station àbẹ́yàn méjì ìkíní ló ń lọ sókè ìkejì ló ń lọ ọ̀tọ̀ which is èèyàn mẹ́ta ló ṣe night yóò complete àbí so ẹ nílé dáhùn ẹ nílé dáhùn question yẹn àwọn náà dẹ̀ ní fẹ́ dá wa lóhùn báyìí ẹ wá fún condolence yìí àti gbọ́.
The HR manager will need him.
Let him àti gbọ́.
Another question, kẹ́tọ́ proceed. Another question. Ṣé you don't have line yẹn kò sí anybody tó be supervisor?
It is the engineer.
It is dereliction of duty, and that supervisor he was supposed to be the last person to leave that line after everybody have closed. Am I right or wrong? You're a lawyer. I am not a lawyer, but I read law. You understand? Yes.
Bóyá kí lorúkọ ẹ èyí káwa sọ pé right àbí tẹ́ni sọ pé right ó jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ báyìí kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ sọ báyìí àbí kí lorúkọ ẹ.
sà tó bá jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ nígbà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí bàbá ọmọ ṣe àwọn fámìlì iṣẹ́ ló mẹ́sì wá.
àwọn ọmọ iṣẹ́ ló mẹ́sì.
ẹ máa bọ̀
bẹ́ẹ̀ máa ṣe lọ́dọ̀ àwọn ọmọ bá ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ dáhùn question kan béèrè.
ọlọ́pàá bá ti àdìgẹ́ fi kí ó yẹ kí company wọ́n ti organize secretly not only anything one share baba ti ẹni sùn sẹ́rí nǹkan tó ṣe yẹn pé nǹkan tó ṣe yẹn wọ́n ṣe willingly something is pushing wọ́n bẹ gbàtọ́ ṣe yẹn wọ́n máa pé wọ́n máa bú ẹ lẹ́sẹ̀ ó ti kọ́ ti ṣe nígbà tí nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ ọmọ yẹn yà pariwo lé nígbà tí nǹkan bẹ̀rẹ̀ sẹ́ni kò dé ọmọ yẹn pariwo ọmọ yẹn pariwo lásìkò wà yẹn wà sẹ́ni
for now mo rò pé ṣe ìdáhùn ṣẹ́rí àbí.
He cannot answer this question because he will only say what they bring full in.
ṣẹ́rí question tó béèrè yẹn lè dáhùn ẹ̀ for now simple.
Was he the only one? ṣé òun nìkan ló yẹ kó wà ní machine?
ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣé ìgbà tó ń béèrè wọ́n lè.